Hey everybody, it's Scott Steen with winnersandwhiners.com coming to you from the Ninja 13 studio on the expansive first floor of the Winners and Whiners Sports and Entertainment Complex to bring you today's Deep-3. As always, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe. As we like to say around here, give us the thumb, give us the rectangle, and if you've already subscribed, hey, tell your friends, tell your family, tell your enemies. Say, you know what, I don't like you very much, but there's a cool site and a cool YouTube channel that you really need to subscribe to. You should get over there and check it out. And of course, don't forget to check us out on social media, on the Facebook, on the Twitters there, as we are under our handle there at Winners and Whiners. And of course, let us know what you're playing. What are you on today? Got a little Deep-3 action of your own cooked up? It's the first day of July. Things are heating up. What do you got on the grill? What are you flipping over there? You got some winners that you're flipping on the grill. Whatever it is. It's baseball. Maybe it's a little football tonight. Maybe it's some tennis. Whatever it is, tell us what it is. Maybe you got some soccer. You tell us what you're on. When you get them right, we'll give you the shout out on the next day's video. And of course, if you get enough of them right, you will be known as the one, the only, the much revered capper of the day. All right, so make sure you let us know what you're playing in the comment section, and make sure you stop by the two sites that pay the bills around here. Keep the lights on. And keep me in scotch as we make sure you stop by winnersandwhiners.com and statsalt.com for deep dives into every game going on here every single day. And for those of you that are in the great state of New Jersey or plan to be so, make sure that you stop by pointsbet.com, our partner and one of the coolest websites you will ever find when it comes to making excellent, fantastic, very cool sports bets. They got nickel lines. They've got great warm-up specials or great welcome specials. So all the stuff you're looking for in a sports betting site, pointsbet.com. All right, so quick recap of yesterday. We went 2-1 on the Deep-3. We had the New York Yankees, Boston Red Sox over 16. Hey, you guys weren't sweating that when it was 4-2 in the top of the seventh, were you? Never a doubt. And we did hit the Oakland Athletics, LA Angels over 5.5, and in the first 5, and we missed out on Colorado. They did score a lot of runs, but Colorado just didn't have enough for them, and they end up falling short in that one. On the premium side, we went 1-2, as we had the Washington Nationals team total over. They shat the bed as they just put up 2 runs in a victory. We did have the Cleveland Indians on the run line. No sweat as they eked out a 2-zip victory over the Baltimore Orioles, including having been on second and third with 2 outs in the 9th. But they were able to get it done. And lastly, we had the San Diego Padres. That was our big play today. We had a 3-unit play on the Padres, and they just pissed away too many opportunities. They were up 2-0. They were up 3-2, and they had men on base late. They had the bases loaded, hit a ground ball to second base. Looked like they had originally called the runner safe at first, which would have put the go-ahead run across in the bottom of the 8th. Of course, they went back and reviewed, and he was out at first. An inning double play instead. They also had Will Myers cranked a ball to left field that went barely foul, and they let the tying run in on an error early in the game to take it to extras. Anyway. San Diego just really did nothing later in the game to deserve that victory, and they didn't. They waited around, jacked around, until St. Louis finally took the lead there in the top of the 10th and ended up winning the game. So we lose that San Diego game. We go 1-2 on the day. But we go on. We start a new month, put our head down, and we start firing away, all right? First one I'm taking a look at here is in the National League Central Chicago Cubs and the Pittsburgh Pirates. I like the Cubbies on the short price here, -114. Their rookie phenom, Adberto Alzolay, goes for the Cubs against Trevor Williams for the Pirates. You know what? Before going on the IL, Trevor Williams was actually having a pretty decent season. He had a 3.33 ERA, and the Bucks were 6-3 in the 9 games he has started. But since he's returned, he had I don't know that they officially called it like a strained oblique, but it was a muscle problem in his side. He was out about a month in the IL. Since he's been back, he's made 2 starts, and he hasn't been good. He hasn't been good at all. He's got about an 8.69 over those ERA over those 2 starts. I looked a little better last time out. Gave up 4 in 6 1/3, but still giving up too many hits. So I'm not sold on Trevor Williams at all. Alzolay is the rookie. Like we said, we talked about him. He made his first start in the big leagues a week ago against the Braves. Went 4 2/3. Gave up just 1 run on 1 hit. Oddly enough, that hit was a first pitch homer to Jose Acuna on the very first pitch of the game. He still walks too many. He's given up. They've given up 6 free passes over his 8 2/3 innings, covering 1 start, 1 relief appearance. But the Pirates, they're not going to be the team to take advantage of a guy that gives up home runs and a guy that walks too many, because they are 27th in the majors in walks, and they are 26th in homers. Meanwhile, little fun stat for you: the Cubbies, they're 17 games over 500 on the season, and they are 16 games over 500 when they are a favorite of 150 or less. Give me the Cubs right here. And if you've noticed, I've trotted out yet another Royals shirt, this time for a reason, because we're going to take the Royals right here at plus 123 against Toronto. Glenn Sparkman goes for those lovable Kansas Cityans against Clayton Richards for the evil Toronto Blue Jays. You know, let's be honest, I don't really like either one of these teams, but I'm not going to miss an opportunity to fade Clayton Richards at plus money, okay? Yeah, we're going to have to back Glenn Sparkman and the Kansas City Royals. By the way, that's a phrase that rarely inspires confidence and makes you sleep well at night. But what you've got here is 2 bad teams. You've got 2 less than average pitchers. One of these teams is getting 6 to 5 on their money. That's what I'm looking about. That's what I'm looking at. This is a value play for me right here. Give me the Royals plus 123. And speaking of Toronto, we're going to finish off with the other Toronto game here as I make my first foray into the CFL, as we take a look at Monday Night Football north of the border. The Toronto Argonauts and the Saskatoon Rough Riders will dance up there in Regina, Saskatoon. So these teams, you know, this game is never going to be confused with one of those Calgary-Ottawa games. Am I right? But former Nevada Wolfpack quarterback Cody Fajardo gets another start after he did a nice job last time out against those Ottawa Red Blacks, initiating a furious comeback that broke the hearts of a lot of people who had taken Ottawa and laid the points, as he was able to get them within 3 points on the last play of the game. The Rough Riders, they're going to make their home debut after losing their first 2 on the road by a total of just 5 points. And that crowd of Saskatooners there at Mosaic Stadium will be fired up like they were giving away free maple dips over at the Tim Hortons on Albert Street. Toronto, man, that looked like a bad football team. They looked terrible in the only game they played this season. They got blown out 64-12. They couldn't run, they couldn't pass, but at least their defense couldn't stop the run or the pass either. You know what, guys? I'm kind of from Missouri on this one. Until the Args show me that, by the way, the Args, what a perfect nickname for betting on this team. Arg! Before they prove that they're at least minimally competent in some aspect of the game of professional football, we're going to fade them right here at a pretty nice price. Give me the Rough Riders minus 10 points. Give me the Kansas City Royals plus 123. And, hey, while you're at it, throw in those lovable losers, those Chicago Cubs at minus 114. At the end of those 3 days, at the end of those 3 games, you guys can join me. We'll pick up our winning tickets, and we will head back to the window. All right. Let's take a look real quick here as we see how we finished up our premium. We finished up the month 35-36-1. We did eke out a profit. We were 1.67 ROI. So it was about like having a bad savings account. Actually, an average savings account at this point in life. But you know what? It's a lot more fun than watching your money grow in a savings account. So if you want to get down on the premium picks, make sure you follow the link over there, get yourself over, and we will get you all hooked up. All right. Now, excuse me, guys. Let's take a look at the shout-outs for today. A lot of plays up there. You guys did a great job. A couple of you had pretty fine days. Super Cisco, he got down on that Indians run line as well. He got to sweat that ninth inning there in Baltimore. Congratulations, Cisco. Nice job. Kiss the Degenerate. He played him a 3-team parlay that I didn't hate. He had Washington and Cleveland. Those both covered. And his kind of behind the back play where it was adding Texas. And Texas did not take care of business. Once again, they lost up there. They lost to Tampa Bay. So had a rough couple games with those Texas Rangers the last couple. So sorry, Degen. 2 out of 3 ain't bad, as Meatloaf said, but it ain't going to win the 3-team parlay. So Mikey B had a fine day today. He had the LA Dodgers Colorado over 13. Missed out on the Pittsburgh over, but he also had the New York Yankees over 15.5, and he had the Houston Astros on the money line. Hey man, that's 3-1 plus 190. Nice job, Mikey. Well done. G&G, talking a little Korean baseball. So there's 144 games in Korean baseball. There's about 90 left, so we're stoked. We're stoked to watch a little Korean baseball. For today, G&G had a pretty damn fine day. He had the Boston team total over 6.5. He had a nice little bet here up there that he's from Canada, by the way, and this is a cool little bet. I don't know where he got it, probably William Hill. I don't know. Anyway, he on an alternative run line, he had Boston to win by 3 or 4 at plus 675, which, for a while, didn't look awful. It looked like he might have a shot at it, but yeah, that did not work out. But the good news is he had everything else in sight. He had Blue Jays over 4.5 team total. He had the Phillies over the Marlins. He had the A's over the Angels, catching a little plus money, plus 115, and had the Atlanta Braves team total over 3.5. So fine job right there, G&G. That's 5-1 plus 400 on the day. KC Martin wanted to know how I feel about parlays. I've talked a little bit about parlays in the past. Generally speaking, I'm not a huge fan, especially of the multi-team parlays. I ain't gonna manage you play a 2-team or 3-teamer. I like to play parlays where, for one thing to happen, we're almost certain that the other thing is going to happen as well. For example, we talked about taking Colorado and the over because we thought it would be unlikely that Colorado would win a game that stayed under the total. Those are my favorite kind of parlays where one of the legs is about half decided for you. It's almost like playing an if-then but getting parlay prices, all right? And I'm going to be talking about that. I've done some videos, by the way. We call it Winners and Winers University, where we go through and talk about some of the concepts of sports betting, like all the way from the very, very most basic stuff to some more advanced concepts. So we're in the middle of putting those together, so stay tuned, and I do address parlays in those. Good question, Casey. Always glad to answer. Ninja 13, our defending champion. He had the Phillies on the money line. Missed out on the Twins, and he also got sucked into the Padres just like we did. We saw a lot of San Diego out here, by the way, for you guys. Glad to know I wasn't alone on that island and alone in my misery. I wasn't alone in my misery as we watched them piss it away. Kent P. He had ended up losing one unit. He had Oakland for a 3-unit play. That was solid. But again, Kent, he had San Diego as well. And he had Brewers Pirates over, another total that we saw a lot there. I had 2 units on each of those. Cody Elsidy's late to the party, but he got down on the Rays money line. And again, another guy that missed San Diego with the rest of us. And he took for a different spin. He had the Los Angeles Angels, who never got off the bus today. Lean the Collective had tailed us on the A's and Angels over on the first 5, and he also got down on the Braves and Mets over. Nice job there, Lean. Aaron Frank took a shot at a 4-teamer. Hit half of them. Hit the A's. Hit the A's. Missed on the Pirates, Mariners, and the Pods as well. And Pappy Longwood, Pappy, he had a pretty decent day, did Pappy. He went 2-1 as he hit the Giants on the money line, hit the Mets on the money line, and missed at Colorado. He played the run line with Colorado, catching 1.5, and that was not enough. Still goes 2-1 on the day, plus 98. Not a bad day. Pappy wanted to know, by the way, that his cousin's down in the Caribbean, and it ain't gonna happen. Apparently, he was out over his skis. Pappy got a little yappy right there talking about his cousin, so It's off the table. Sorry, guys. I got to pass on the bad news to you. All right, guys. So, had a couple of profitable counters today. Mikey B goes 3-1 plus 190. The Pappy himself. Pappy goes 2-1 plus 98. But our capper of the day is G and G. They're putting two of them together. How could they lose? G and G goes 5-1 plus 400 on the day. G and G, you are our capper of the day. Congratulations. All right, guys. Happy July. We made it halfway through the year. It's all downhill from here. Go out there and have some fun today, and let's make some money. All right, let's get paid. As G and G said, let's get that paper. You know what I'm saying, yo? All right, you guys. Good luck to everybody. We'll talk to you tomorrow. Take care.